Welcome back everybody, it's DestinysJesus here, and I wish you guys the Happy New Year's. As this is the 1st of January, I'm going to be doing a really timely video on how to go pro in Fortnite in 2021. All of these tips and tricks that I'm going to be showing will help you no matter what level of Fortnite competition you're at. Whether you're just getting into comp and you've got 0 PR, 0 earnings, whether you're starting to actually win money in the game, maybe you won some money during Frosty Frenzy, but you're not really sure how to get to that semi-pro level where you're placing consistently, or whether you're already at the semi-pro level and you're not sure what you just need to get over the cusp and become a pro player and start making grand finals every time, and also just win money and support yourself playing Fortnite. As always, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like, and I really do appreciate the support on the channel over the past year. I'm pretty sure we went from a ridiculous 6k subs up to 64k, and I really do appreciate all the support that we've had. I'm definitely going to do a lot more YouTube videos in the future. I'm going to be breaking this video down into 5 key sections that you need to make sure you're trying to combine and do all 5 to have the best chances of going pro. Aaron TM did a really good video already covering this topic. We basically talked about his best advice from being friends with a lot of pro players. This is going to be from a coach's perspective. I've worked with a lot of players who have gone to the pro level and have made a career off this game. And I've also had a chance of making it myself in the very early days of Fortnite during World Cup, making money there. So I know what it takes to make sure that you're trying to place at the highest level as possible. Now, the first key to going pro has to be trying to schedule properly. What I mean by this is trying to wake up early. Early for a Fortnite player probably means around 9 AM to 10 AM, but just trying to get up early enough where you'll be able to fit in a lot of practice before scrims start. Trying to get daily aim training, trying to get daily creative practice versus good players, trying to get solo arena or duo or trio arena in before scrims start, and then also trying to just have the most efficient practice when possible. Trying to get in scrims of all times, trying to get in sub scrims as well during the later part of the day. It's all very valuable. Make sure that you lay out a good schedule that works for you when you're waking up, when you're getting off, and also something very important is trying to add in some chill time where you're off the game. I see so many people where they think they have to play the game 16 hours. In my opinion, that's wrong. You should have some times where you can play another game, or maybe you can just chill and watch Netflix. It's very important for your mental health. Now, this is something that I've been preaching for a very, very long time. I know firsthand how important it is for a player's development. It's basically just a friend group that you surround yourself with. Let's say, for example, if you're in a friend group that motivates you, you can get as much valuable creative practice versus better players that also have different play styles. You surround yourself with people who lift you up, and also you have a possibility of doing VOD reviews with them in groups after tournaments. You will improve at a drastic level, and it's kind of just insane how much somebody can improve just by getting themselves into a better friend group, maybe with some semi-pros or tier 1 players. It's insane. If you find yourself in a friend group with players that are just playing GTA or Valorant or something, and they're not really focused on improving at Fortnite, and they just kind of drag the group down, you won't have as much success. I'm going to be perfectly honest with that. And if you just want to try to get yourself into a friend group, I'd highly recommend trying to get it through wages or just through creative. That's a very good way of doing it. Or possibly you can just kind of split up your current friend group and just get like a grinders channel. That is something that works and can help. And this third point that I'm going to be making is something that I think you guys should 100% do mid-video. So I think you guys should pause this video and just write down what I'm going to say. And it is goal setting. Basically, when it comes to goals, I have 2 main approaches, and this is something I do for a lot of players that I work with. Either you need to be really ambitious and you need to go for a goal that might seem absolutely crazy and you've got no chance of achieving it. Thing is, if you fail at a really ambitious goal or something that you don't think is even possible, you will still end up a lot higher than other players. Let's say somebody's aiming for, I'm going to win a cash cup this year. I'm going to do my best in every single cash cup, and I'm trying to win his cash cup, and I have to go for 100 points in the next solo cash cup that comes out. That player, in my opinion, is going to do better than some guy who's aiming to get top 1k, even if they're both at the current same skill level. Another approach to goal setting that I think is probably more valuable, obviously those ambitious goals are very useful, and it's trying to have smart goals. What smart goals are, something that you guys might have seen already, and it's basically just an anagram where you do specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based goals. These are all something that are very important, and I'd like you guys just to go ahead and write this down. In Fortnite, what are your goals and how can you break them into being a SMART goal? Write down something specific, something that you can measure over time, maybe a placement, something that is attainable, first of all, so it has to be somewhat realistic, and also something relevant and time-based. So you're going to try doing this maybe in 3 months, in 6 months. Give yourself a time structure there that will force you to actually trying to achieve it as quick as possible. Our fourth point, this is something I think is very important, just on a day-to-day basis that you need to make sure you're doing, and it's trying to give some structure into your day. When you get on Fortnite first thing in the morning, I want to make sure that you guys are trying to have something that you're working on. What are you practicing today? What are you actually going to be trying to achieve or what you're going to be trying to fix in terms of your gameplay. Write this down whenever you first get on and give yourself a clear idea of something that you are trying to improve, and I guarantee you have a lot more success and also just feel like you're making a lot more progress. I feel like players go for a week in a row where they don't really know what they're trying to work on. They're just playing scrims for no point and they don't actually figure out what are they achieving. Write it down, figure out what you're doing day to day. You can tick off when you're done, you can throw away the post-it note and you feel like you're achieving something. And then again, you have that measurable progress that you're making, and that's really good for motivation long term. Now this is our last point for the video, and I'm glad that you guys have stuck around for this long term because this is probably the most important one. And it's trying to optimize every single thing outside of the game to make sure that your health and your mental health is as good as possible. What I mean by this is trying to make sure that you exercise daily, at least 4 times a week. Ideally, if you can do some kind of resistance training, that would be good as well. Your diet, I know there's a lot of jokes about Fortnite players having really bad diets, ordering off Uber Eats the whole time, but having a good diet is very important, and there's so many scientific studies where having a good diet for esports is crucial. Making sure that you're drinking enough water throughout the day, making sure that you've got chill time to relax outside of the game, making sure that you spend time with your family. Very important, that I feel like a lot of Fortnite players kind of miss out on. And also just some other things like taking care of your wrist to make sure you avoid injuries is super important as well. Now, that's the end of this video. I'm glad that you guys stuck around to watch the full thing, and I really hope that you can take away some of these really important points to give yourself the best chance of going pro in 2021. As I said earlier in the video, really appreciate the support on the channel this year. Looking for a big next year. I'm hoping to see how many views we can pull and how many subscribers we can gain. As always, make sure to leave a like if you enjoy, and also subscribe if you enjoy the content.